the question is, what type of person do I want to be? Okay, so I typically really have always only dealt with young females within the military. But I also, had to deal with the, younger guys too. But one thing that I would always try to talk to the females about to really pay attention to, and something that, as I started getting older and growing more and more and more in God, I had to really realize and look like within myself and ask myself the question and continue to probe at every answer to that question to get to the root of who I was, who I knew that I should be, how I could represent God, the way that I was supposed to live my life. And so the question is, what type of woman do you want to be? And so I say it not just for the younger females, but, even for guys, even for young men, like, if you don't know where to start, but you know you need to start to really like take hold of your life, and not just your life as far as, oh, I need to get my money right, or, I need to make sure that, I'm in the right job, the right career field. But when you really want to work on yourself as a person, and you know that you need to figure out what type of person you want to be, that's when you got to ask that question to yourself. It's just, what type of person do I want to be? And so probing deeper into that, right? I want to be a person, maybe I want to be a person of integrity, I hope, right? So what does that mean? What does a person with integrity do? Do I want to be a liar? Do I want to be a gossip? Do I want to be a slanderer? Is that the type of person I want to be? Do I want to be a fraud? Do I, want to be mediocre in the things that God has called me to do? Or do I want to do them with excellence? And so you keep breaking it down. And as you go deeper into it, for every single thing that you want to be, that you want to be part of your character and just who you are as a person, what do you need to do to make those things happen? What does a person with integrity look like? What type of actions does a person with integrity take? Okay, if I don't want to be a slanderer or a gossip, then what actions, responses, conversations does somebody who gossip do? Then I need to stay away from those things. And so really looking at just what do I really want to be at heart? If I want to be a bad person, if I want to be a mean, evil person, if I want to be just a wild, careless, free for all living type of person, then I don't have to do any work. I can just live my life. I don't have to consider, any action to take. I don't have to consider other people. I don't have to think about my own boundaries. So, really looking at ourselves. And, and I still have to keep asking myself this question and building on it all the time. This is a constant work. When I want to lie, when I did lie, right? I still got to move forward from that. Like, okay, I don't want to be a liar. So now I'm going to have to go and tell the truth about that lie I just told. When, I've mistreated someone, I don't want to be the type of person who mistreats people. So now what do I have to do to not do that again? What do I have to do to put the right boundaries in place when I let my boundaries slide, when I move my boundaries? So whatever it is you're wanting yourself to be, do you really want to be that? Or is that just what you want people to think you are? Is that the appearance on the surface that you want? Then you don't have to do anything. Just pretend, just fake it. But what do you want for yourself? Your real self, which is your spirit, That is who you are. And so the work is completely internal. And so you got to look internally, ask yourself that question, and continue to dig and probe further into every part of that. What type of person do you want to be? Amen.